Before we begin to understand the program in its full breadth, we need to first take some time to understand the intentionality of how the administrators have molded the program. What is it supposed to be? Hello, my name is Catherine Ward, reporting on Dr. Scott, the current Assistant Director, and her intentions for the program. Growing up, Dr. Scott was very interested in becoming an Egyptologist.
I wanted to be an Egyptologist. When I was little, I had one of those choose-your-own-adventure books about Howard Carter and the discovery of King Tut's tomb, and it was my favorite, and I read it over and over and over.
Now, having been part of the program for 5 years, she is thankful for the opportunity to conduct her research in her field of anthropology.
I have, in fact, gotten to fulfill that to a certain degree, because my specialty in biological anthropology is paleoclimatology and the reconstruction of the diets of long extinct animals. And so I'm a tooth nerd. I study teeth and do all kinds of things with them. But I was able to use those techniques to be part of it.
As well as invest in the students of the Donaghey program. Dr. Scott was first introduced to the program after moving to Arkansas with her husband and being directed to it by a friend. She quickly climbed the ranks during what was a nebulous time in Donaghey's history.
So, was the job offered, was it the assistant director?
No, actually, when I was hired, part of the reason I wasn't initially interested in the job is it was essentially a program coordinator position. So normally that would be someone maybe with a master's degree. It's not normally a position that a PhD would take. And so my first thought was that I would take the job. I mean, I never took it thinking I would only be here for a year or so. I in fact, talked to Dr. Ramsey very specifically about that. So I figured maybe I would be here 3 to 5 years, and then my husband would be in a position with his job where we could go somewhere else if we needed to financially, or maybe something else would have come available. But I was good at the job. The provost recognized that, and we were able to shift the title to an assistant director position.
Since Dr. Scott's rise to assistant director, several principles have governed how she approaches administration and instruction in the program. Many of her personal values, such as her playfulness, flexibility, and innate curiosity, became paramount in navigating life as the assistant director of a program such as this. These values have assisted her both in her maintenance of her work as well as further development of this job that is so much more than a job. Because of who she is and all the things she herself wants in life, Dr. Scott finds herself constantly working to shape the program in a certain way. Yes, the program is wonderful as is, but she wholeheartedly believes that there is always room for improvement, whether that be in regard to fixing existing aspects or introducing new ones. The intent of the program from the perspective of an administrator, or at the very least, from the perspective of this administrator, it is to mentor and foster the growth of knowledge within students. Dr. Scott has always intended to be a mentor, to be someone who could work with students. She didn't necessarily know how this dream would come to be, and in fact was originally uninterested in the position she was offered with the Donaghey Scholars Program. However, due to the little events of life, she ended up within the clutches of the program and found herself living the dream in a job that not only met but exceeded her expectations. Even more so, it gave her a canvas to paint her intentions of knowledge, community, and growth upon. She has touched the lives of many students at varying points in their lives, and I personally believe that her intention has always managed to bleed through. As a student, I experience it often. This need to share knowledge and inspire curiosity in others exudes from her. It is refreshing to have someone who is willing to encourage the growth of your craziest ideas, and even assist you in making them happen. That is who Dr. Scott is. And as an administrator of the Donaghey Scholar Program, she has managed to shape the program with her own intentions, and in doing so, shaping the intentions of the program itself. Now that the intents are covered, in the next episode, McKenna Steele will begin to cover the actuality of the program through the experiences of an alumni. Thank you.